Hello, welcome back. This is Jeff Byers, and this is NE255 Advanced Animation and Effects. So we're on Module 13. Believe it or not, we only have two more modules left after this one. So three all together, 3 weeks. So just kind of give you a heads up. I want you guys to go ahead and download V-Ray. It's free. And then after you have to have V-Ray on first. Go ahead and install that. Now, I'm not sure if it works for Macs or not. You'll have to find out. It might. Anyway, so V-Ray for Maya. Download that. Install it. And then download Phoenix FD and install that. Those are both free. All you have to do is just download them for the free trial, which is 30 days. So that should get you through the next 3 weeks. And then, because our last module 15 will keep this really simple and easy, we're going to do a really easy module 15, so we can get through that week pretty quickly, and then you guys can kind of slide through into the final exam, which is just 2 days. That'll be a simple one too. We'll start that at the beginning of the week on Monday. And that's kind of looking forward to what's happening, and hopefully we'll get through this pretty quickly. This one's going to be pretty light. I'm going to show you. I'm just introducing you to Xgen. I'm not going to go deep. It's a very deep product, and it is very glitchy. Lots of issues and problems, kind of like Bifrost went through the whole I don't know, it's still kind of glitchy too, but Xgen, there's lots of parts that didn't work with Maya 2020 that I found out, and so we actually have to download or update the newest, to the newer version, which is 2020.1. But I don't want to do that until you actually get the main project done, which is the Paint Effects portion first. We're going to do that, and in fact I put that first in the list of videos. So hold off on downloading Maya 2020.1 until you get your Paint Effects done first. Okay, so basically you're going to have 2 mini assignments. The Xgen will take maybe 10-20 minutes. The Paint Effects will take maybe 2 or 3 days if you do it right. So some of you have used Paint Effects before and it won't take long at all. So what I need you to do is I want you to create an environment. Now I know you've done some Paint Effects stuff. Do not use that scene. You will get a 0 if you do. You will have to create a new scene from scratch. Because I know I still think Aaron Garrison probably does a environment in his CG environments class with Paint Effects, so you're not allowed to use that. And I know what he asked you guys to do, so stay clear of that. So you have 2 separate environments. One is Xgen grass and the other one is Paint Effects, and I want you to create a backyard garden. I'm really not crazy about the meadow. A lot of students would probably just throw some grass and some trees and you're done. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for an entire scene, and you have to have at least 6 textured assets that fit in with that outdoor garden or meadow theme. Now I've had students that do kind of like a river scene with a bridge over it, and that turned out really cool. So I want you to go above and beyond, and the better it looks and the more polished it looks, the better the grade you get. Again, just doing Paint Effects, throwing stuff together, you can kind of tell when people do that. So stay clear of that too as well. Take some time to kind of sketch out what you're going to do, and then you have a 50 by 50 grid unit platform you have to at least fill up. And again, 6 textured assets. You can either find those or whatever. And I want you to make this fun. I don't want you rushing through this. Do a good job. You can reuse any assets that you have so far to make up your scene if you want. Again, I don't want you using your water fountain scene and then painting paint effects. I want you to, you can use your water fountain, but that's not going to be, you can't use your scene that you turned in already and just throw some paint effects on it. This has to be entirely new scene. I don't mind if you reuse stuff, but it needs to be a new scene. Okay? So the objectives are 2 things. One will be a small grass patch that you'll turn in, and the other one will be the big one. That's worth 30 points is the paint effects backyard garden. The Xgen is worth 10 points. Okay? So I take you through Xgen. Xgen is extremely powerful, but it still has a lot of bugs, and for that reason, you probably want to update Maya to 2020.4. That would be recommended. That's when it starts to get better. I've got that on one of my other machines, and it's working really well. I really try not to have you guys update. I was kind of forced with this, otherwise we wouldn't be able to do this module. Xgen was just kind of not working at all in 2020, so we have to at least get up to 2020.1, and it worked. So that's what I was using in the demonstration, was 2020.1. It took about 15 minutes to upload, and I have an actual video that shows you how to do it, so no worries there. Okay, so course assignment. Student will turn in 2 mini assignments, the Xgen grass patch and the paint effects garden. Student will create 2 separate environments, one for the Xgen grass and the other for the paint effects backyard garden. Again, I want you to start with the paint effects garden, get that done. The Xgen will not take you long, but I've actually read that the paint effects doesn't even render properly because of the update. So they fix one thing and then they destroy another thing. So I would highly recommend, before you update Maya 2020 to the new update, I would make sure to get this done first. Okay? So you have a 25 by 25 grid unit to create your grass environment, and then you have a larger 50 by 50 grid environment for whatever garden. I had a guy do a used car lot, and that was kind of fun. You know, the cars were in grass, and it was really cool. And he did a really good job with trees in the background and all that stuff. So there's some cool stuff you can do. I really like to see what you guys come up with, and really put some time into this, just for fun. I think it's kind of like you did with the Witch's Cauldron. Some of you guys really went crazy with it, and that was really cool to see. So hopefully this will be the same kind of thing. All right, so these are just ideas, you know. Also, kind of talked about mega scans. It's free to you guys, and they also have free stuff. So always look for the free stuff. You can go ahead and download an asset or two. They're really heavy. The meshes are really heavy. And download those and kind of spice up your scene. Maybe give you some ideas and have some fun with it. Okay. And basically, I got this first because I want you to do this first before you guys upgrade. So I put that in there first. Whoops, don't want to do that. Yep. No, that works. And I don't know why that's in there twice. The new canvas is driving me crazy. I don't know what happened, but anyway, pick one or the other. They'll both work. Okay, and this is upgrading Maya to 2020.1 because Xgen, writing an expression in the Xgen wasn't working at all with 2020, so I was forced to do this. Okay, yeah, and then I've got the grass patch, Xgen Part 1 and Part 2 down below. Okay, after you load, add the new update. That's it. Just have fun with it, and you can see how I'm grading you. Again, you know, I really want you guys to have fun. The Xgen grass patch is really simple and easy, and it renders out really nice. The Paint Effects garden outdoor environment, Paint Effects will render with V-Ray now, and I'm surprised Arnold. Well, maybe not surprised, but V-Ray is on top of it. I guess the new version of V-Ray will do the Paint Effects. So if you run into issues with the rendering with Maya software and you don't want to use it, that's an incentive to download V-Ray and render out the Paint Effects. So for Maya, so pretty cool. That's what I've heard anyway. I haven't tried it yet. So again, don't mistake. Do this one first, and it's worth 30 points. A lot more points. Okay, and believe me, I can tell when you guys rush stuff, and you know I can tell. So let's try to, you know, have some fun with this and put a little effort into it, since it is so easy to work with Paint Effects and get some good, decent results. So put some effort into your idea and draw it out first. And I want to see that effort, not just throwing stuff together at the last moment. Okay? I want to see that effort. Alright, so make sure you put your name on every file, deliverables, Xgen grass patch. You'll turn in the environment MV file, and you will turn in 2 rendered images. I know this is kind of redundant, because the grass patch is just a grass patch. But anyway, give me both corners. It won't take you long. And then the Paint Effects garden environment, I only need 2, but if you want to give me 4 sides of it, that would be awesome. You know, I can see all around it, kind of like a diorama. But I'm only asking for 2. Okay? Alright. So this is the folder structure. I have some examples down here, and hopefully up later tonight, but if not, they'll be in there on Monday. Alright, so have a great week, and hope you have fun with this. Kind of like a witch's cauldron. You can go as far as you want, go above and beyond, and I always appreciate that. Alright guys, have a great night and a good week. I'll see you next in Module 14. We're getting close. See you then.